rolling forecast. So in this lesson we'll be discussing about rolling forecast, how it contributes in demand planning. Let us start with the definition of rolling forecast. A rolling forecast is a report that uses historical data to predict future numbers and allow organizations to project future results for budgets, expenses and other financial data based on their past result. So here we have a report which periodically we update for the forecast. So when we say rolling forecast, so we decide a set frequency, and on that set frequency we revise the forecast. Suppose here we have one example which will make it more clear. This is 1 year rolling forecast example. So 1 year means it has 4 quarters. Now when sitting in Q1 or beginning of the Q1, I'll forecast for Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4. So this is 1 year forecast. Now as soon as Q1 gets over and I have Q1 actuals in my hand, then I'll give forecast for next 4 quarters, which is next 1 year. Now with the actuals which I have for Q1, depending on that I'll revise the forecast for next 3 quarters, and I also give the forecast for the fourth quarter. So when I have the actuals, then I know, is the market performing as per the expectation? Are there some customer orders of Q1 which are unshipped, maybe for n number of reasons? Maybe the manufacturing couldn't support, or the customer postponed the order, so I need to shift those orders to Q2. So that's how Q2 get revised. Or it may happen that certain customer wanted to prepone their order. Some Q2 orders are shipped into Q1 itself, and Q1 actuals were higher than the forecast, so Q2 forecast will be low. So in that way you keep on revising your forecast in every rolling forecast. Now then the third rolling forecast which will give at the end of Q2. Now you have Q1 and Q2 both actuals in your hand, on the basis of which you will give next 4 quarters forecast, means next 1 year forecast. So that's how you keep reviewing your forecast at the end of the period and give a new rolling forecast. So why we say rolling? Because based upon whatever is left unconsumed in the previous quarter, we roll it to the next quarter. So that's why it's called rolling forecast. Now let us talk about why the rolling forecast is getting more popular these days. So here I have mentioned in the second point, market volatility. So as the market is increasingly becoming more unpredictable, we need such rolling forecast. When the market is more unpredictable, you need more frequent reviews, and forecast can't be a one-time activity. It has to be a process which is reviewed frequently, and rolling forecast is in itself a continuous process. Now let me tell you some thumb rule while using this. Higher the market volatility in particular industry or in the industry you are, the shorter the interval for creating, reviewing and adjusting rolling forecast. Now here in this case I have taken a quarterly forecast, right? So every quarter I am reviewing and rolling my forecast. But suppose you are in industry which is more faster, suppose the clothing industry, where fashion may change over a week because of a new movie launch, a new trend in the market, the fashion sense changes. So you may need a more faster rolling forecast, maybe a monthly review you may need for the rolling forecast. So depending upon how fast your industry is, you choose how frequently you want to review it. So here it was an example of quarter. So every quarter the rolling forecast is reviewed. So you may have a bigger horizon for reviewing, like 6 months or a year review, or you may have a smaller one if your industry is more volatile and faster, like the example I gave of clothing industry. Now talking about the key benefits of rolling forecast. First is it helps in accurate financial planning. So based upon your forecast, the financial planning happens. The optimal budgets are calculated. The more accurate this data is, more accurate the financial planning will be. Second is agility. So agility also comes because you're flexible in your forecast. Your reviewing your forecast with actuals and changing it. So these are the two key benefit of a rolling forecast. So this is it for this lesson. In next lesson, we'll be talking one of the application of rolling forecast, which is capacity to demand ratio and how that helps in checking the capacity in advance for manufacturing setup. Thank you and have a great day ahead.